What is going on, Tricology family? And welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And I hope everyone's enjoying their Memorial Day weekend. And hopefully, and thank God this week I sound a little bit better from the last episode I was said for. But thank God I'm feeling good. We're in Memorial Day weekend. I got some news for y'all to discuss today. So let's get into it. So we have to discuss some sad news first, and that is that legendary actor from the Goodfellas, Ray Liotta, has died this week at the age of 77. A representative from Liotta confirmed to the IndieWire that the actor passed away when he in his sleep while filming Dangerous Waters in the Dominican Republic. Liotta is survived by his daughter, Kirstie Liotta. The star is engaged to be married by J.C. Notora. Sorry if I pronounced those names. Liotta was best known for his portrayal at the rise and fall of mob man Henry Hills in Martin Scorsese's 1990s classic, but also made a name for himself thanks to his charming and often menacing tributes to the crime cinema beyond Goodfellas. He had started roles in the classic Blow and the Silence of the Lambs sequel Hannibal, as well as Killing Themselves Softly and Identity, always elevated a genre assignment to a greedy and often profound places. The Newark, New Jersey native, with his steamy blue eyes, coming off of a string of his hits, including Marriage Story, The Sopranos prequel film, The Many Saints of New York, and No Sudden Moves. Liotta completed production on Cane Bear, held by Elizabeth Banks, and was set to star in the work title film The Substance, opposing by Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. Liotta will appear in the Charlie Eagle in the upcoming Apple TV series Blackbird. Man, as some said, you hate to see one of your favorite and one of the legendary actors pass this week, and hopefully we get to see some of his last projects that are coming out soon. You know they're going to be doing a lot of tribute to him for his upcoming films, and I'm just wondering how they're going to finish the one that he was currently doing in the Dominican Republic. That's my question there. How they gonna finish that up? So that raised a lot of questions there, but we don't know what's gonna happen. But we just have to wait and see, and what the future holds for the rest of the late Ray Liotta's movies. So that was our sad news out of the way. So let's finally get into some good news. Now, the 2022 NBA Finals is almost complete. Now, Golden State has beaten the Dallas Mavericks to win another Western Conference Finals and become the 2022 Western Conference champions. Now, they're just winning on the winner of the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Now, you guys already know I'm a Heat fan, but I'm gonna be biased here on this podcast. Now, we have Game 7 tomorrow night, so that will give us to determine who is going to be in the finals, and hopefully we get a date on when Game 1 of the NBA Finals is going to be. We all know it's going to be in June, but we're just waiting to see who's going to win out of the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics, and who will be the 2022 Eastern Conference champions, and when the NBA Finals is going to start. So we're just we're waiting for that news. So again, the 2022 NBA Finals is set in stone. The Golden State is going back to the finals once again, but we're just waiting to see if the Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics will be Golden State's next opponent. So that's our sports news out of the way. Now before I go into the Top Gun Maverick movie review and all the announcements that was announced during the Star Wars celebration event. Let's talk about some news out of that source. Now, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 trailer arrived this week, and also will be shown during the preview of Top Gun Maverick. Now this is what Variety said in regards into the trailer arrived. Although the trailer didn't reveal that much as the plot of the about the plot of the film, as you guys already did not know that that the next Mission Impossible will be released next year in July. It provides a first look of several new actors to the franchise, including Haley as well as the new character Grace and Edgar Morales as the film's primary villain. Several action set pieces are teased, including a sniper battle during a desert storm, a fist fight in a nightclub, and a chase atop of a moving train. The trailer closed out with a shot of Cruise, famous for doing his own stunts in the franchise, driving a motorcycle off of a cliff and skydiving into the air below. Day Reckoning is written and directed by Christopher Morcat, who has previously held Road Nation and Fallout. Now, this is technically 7, but it's split into 2 parts. So part 1 will be released next year, July in 2023, and I think part 2 will be released in 2024. Again, some of these dates may change, but but that's what's set in stone right now. So we are glad we got a trailer for the Mission Impossible Day of Reckoning. If you ask when is the next trailer gonna be, maybe not for a while, because like I said, we got a long way to go until next year, July. So I wouldn't expect another trailer yet, because they don't want to spoil too much. I hope they don't want to spoil too much. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I just can't wait for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 next year. Sony is planning a Spider-Man 4 soon, with the whole cast returning. There's gonna be and this is what Coming Soon has reported. We hope to get working on the next Spider-Man movie, said Rothman to Deadline, before confirming that he has hopes the full cast returns. The whole group, we hope. Then there are movies I will call and adjust to the Spider-Man universe. That's Craven, which we are shooting now, and Madam Web, which we will start in the spring with S.J. Clarkson directing. And then there are many Marvel characters. They are standalone. Now, I have some ideas for Spider-Man 4. Now, we can go back in the stone where Peter, he has his own apartment, and now he's doing all the being Spider-Man that he is, and now it's just for him to be a work in progress to help him, to help MJ, Michelle Jones and his friend, other friends, to recognize him and kind of explain what happened in No Way Home. Like, again, it's gonna be a work in progress, and we just kind of figure out what is he gonna do now that he's by himself. Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope it's gonna be very interesting. I hope they introduce Miles Morales. Again, these are just predictions. We don't know what's gonna happen. We got a long way to go, okay, before we get a Spider-Man 4. But yeah, but I hope the production starts soon. But we'll just have to wait and see what further news is gonna happen. Doctor Strange 2 passes The Batman as the #1 film of 2022 currently. And this is what Screen Rant has reported. As reported by Variety, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has spent its third week at the top of the domestic and international box office charts, earning 342 million in North America and 461 million in national markets. In total, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has now surpassed over 800 million in its complete box office gross since its release on May 6th, making it the highest grossing film of 2022 so far. The Multiverse of Madness surprised the previous hold at the top spot, which is The Batman, by an estimate of 35 million in its overall box office growth. So that is great news for Doctor Strange. Again, it has some of its own records, but right now it's number one currently right now. But I do expect other upcoming films to beat out Doctor Strange in the number one slot in the domestic and worldwide box office. But right now, Doctor Strange 2 holds the number one throne right now. Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling's The Gray Man from Netflix trailer that looks so good, according to IndieWire. Ryan Gosling had been absent for cinema since he started in the 2018's First Man, but that's about to change in a big way. The actor is returning to the big screen as a deadly CGI killer in Netflix's massive blockbuster, The Gray Man. Chris Evans co-headlines the film from Joe and Anthony Russo, also known as the Russo brothers, which was adapted from Mark Greasy's best-selling book series. Gosling stars as a Sierra 6, a top CIA mercenary who keeps his identity secret due to a sensitive mission he has worked on. But when he stumbled into a dark secret about the agency that was supposed to be stay hidden, the tables are soon turned and he becomes the target for one of his government other top assassins, Lloyd Hansen. Now, this looked like a over-the-top, kind of similar to the Bourne series. Also kind of similar to one of those like type of like one cop gets framed and another cop is chasing after him. So I can't wait for this movie to come out. It's gonna be in theaters for a short period of time, and then it's gonna be released on Netflix in July. So I always love the Russo brothers when they do go outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe realm and try to develop more action flicks. So this is gonna be very interesting. I can't wait for this movie to come out. Lady Gaga was supposed to be in Bullet Train with Brad Pitt, and this is what Cinema Blend has reported. It can be very challenging for an actor when they are in multiple film projects hand to you with a little time to complete them. Bullet Train's filmmaker David Lynch spoke with Entertainment Weekly about how Lady Gaga was originally supposed to be in Bullet Train, but her schedule was conflicted with her first movie post A Star Is Born and House of Gucci. Lynch explained, "It was really all come down to her schedule when the Ridley Scott film. There was short discussions, and then this isn't going to work because she was prepping for the Ridley Scott movie House of Gucci. They shot right before us and overlapped with us, and it really didn't work." So I would have loved Lady Gaga to be in Bullet Train, but you gotta understand that certain times you can't always be in certain movies because of certain film schedule is gonna be. So you know, it kind of sucks, but not everybody can be like the Rock, be in multiple projects. I don't know how he does it, but he is the man of how he does it. So Top Gun Maverick in which we would talk about the movie review in a second. But it is said to be the biggest opening of Tom Cruise's career, and this is what Deadline has reported. Cruise's previous biggest 3-day at the domestic box office was in 2005's War of the Worlds, which earned a 64.8 million. It was the extended 4th of July launch that began on Wednesday, June 29th that year. As far as worldwide openings go, it is Cruise 195 Misfire, The Mummy, which ranks as the actor's best debut with 172.3 million. Note that start including Russia, where Top Gun 2 won't fly, and China, which it in the midst of this weekend. But other than that, this is great for Tom Cruise to get a lot of money in the box office for one of his classic flicks that is being renewed as a sequel, and this is just great news, and we will be talking about the movie review in a sec. God of War on Amazon and Horizon Zero Dawn on Netflix, confirmed by Sony. And this is what the comic book reader has reported. Originally released as a PlayStation 4 exclusive in 2017, before eventually launching on PC in 2020, Horizon Zero Dawn is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi game set in a far future post-apocalyptic Earth overrun by a giant galactic robot animals. In order to survive, humans had cut themselves off technology, living in fear of the beast. The story follows a author voiced by Ashley Berger, who has embarked on a journey to find her mother and discover what released upon the robots upon the world. Now, God of War. This is going to be interesting. That's going to be on Amazon, and Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be on Netflix. Hopefully, we get some more details about with God of War and Horizon coming to separate the streaming platforms, and hopefully you get more details on that. But we are but Sony did confirm that they are in the works. So hopefully we get some more news on that. Now, let's get into the big news, shall we? And that's everything that's been announced during the Star Wars celebration event. Now, before we get into to the Star Wars news, let me discuss on the project that was a non-Star Wars, but it was announced from for Lucas. Oh, hold on one second. We got one more story to cover before we get into to the Star Wars celebration announcement news. Is that we got a first look of DC's Blue Beetle costume in set photo that looks really good, and this is what Screen Rant has reported. The first batch of set photos for Warner Brothers' upcoming Blue Beetle live-action adaptation reveals DC's hero costume. One of Warner Brothers' future DC Extended Universe projects is Blue Beetle, starring Cobra Kai star, although Mandela, sorry I pronounced your name, as Jamie Reyes. While the teenage hero made his live-action debut in Smallville Season 10, Jamie finally gets a cinematic treatment over 10 years later. Blue Beetle is centered on Jamie, who one day discovers a powerful alien scrub that turns him to an incarnate DC title hero. Now, for those of you who don't know, Blue Beetle is a Latino superhero. So this is going to be great as far as the Latino community to have a Latino superhero grace the silver screens. So hopefully this movie turns out good. But as far as the looking at this on set. The costume looks freaking amazing. So hopefully we get some news on that. And we got one more that I wanted to discuss before we get into to the Star Wars news. And then oh my God, this one is crazy. A Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey horror film is coming. Oh man, yo! Before I read this this article, do you guys remember when they did a horror film based on Pinocchio? Y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all were dead, but oh my goodness, this is crazy. Oh my, jeez. Let me just read from Bloody Disgusting article, and it says strange things can start to happen when beloved characters slip into a public domain in an upcoming horror movie. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey sure is a testament to that. The upcoming horror movie, which of course not related to Disney in any way or shape or form, turns an anthropomorphic yellow teddy bear into a monstrous murderer. How is this even allowed, you ask? Well, the classic story enters a public domain at the start of this year, which means anyone and everyone is now to do with Pooh as they please. No plot details were available at this time, but it looks like the movie is centered around a killer winning a Winnie the Pooh mask, or maybe that's actually a man-bear hybrid. A twisted version of Piglet also appears in the first look images, so expect a full-on pervert of a classic tale. Oh my goodness! I know this this movie is gonna be for everyone's entertainment. I don't know if this movie is gonna be good or not, but everybody's just gonna watch the hell of it, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, what is going on here? Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Like this is so crazy. I can't believe they're making this. I can't wait for this movie to come out just to be laughing. Oh my God! I know it's gonna be a lot of blood gore in this, but Jesus Christ! Now let's get into the non-Star Wars announcement that was announced from Lucasfilm. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. So the Willow trailer arrives for Disney Plus. The Willow trailer for the Disney Plus series arrived, and this is what Mashable has reported. Willow brings back star Warwick Davis as the economic spell slinging Noel, the little people of the Willow fantasy universe. In the original film, Willow and his friends save an infant girl who was prohibited to the top of the forces of darkness that preside over the land of time. The series pick up years later, and a new young group of heroes join Willow himself on a dangerous quest to place far beyond their home, where they must face their inner demons and come together to save the world. Now, I like this. I like that they continue on from the first film and kind of have that storytelling in there. So we kind of had that, even though it is a sequel, but again, you know how some sequels do. They kind of have that. They have the old school and the original, and you try to have like the new blood and the new characters in there. I kind of see what they're going in here, but as long as it kind of follows up from the first one, the original, it looks that's all good. And the trailer looks good, and yeah, we can't wait for this series to come out. Let me see. When does this series come out exactly? Hold on one second. Let me find out when this TV series is gonna come out. Oh yeah, November 3rd of this year. So yeah, man, well, I can't wait for that series to come out. And so Indiana Jones 5. And Harrison Ford said, really proud of this film with regards to the first look of Indiana Jones 5. So this is what IndieWire has reported. The first look of Indiana Jones 5 debuted at the 2022 Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, California, and the fans and critics alike was already praising the film's epic adventure as previewed, with Harrison Ford donning on his classic world brim hat and lasso for one final time. Ford introduced the first look as John Williams' iconic theme song was performed on stage. That music follows me everywhere. Ford during the convention, it was also played in the operation room where I had my colossus, sorry I pronounced that word. I passed. Ford confirmed that the installment is almost complete as of May 26th. I'm really proud of this film, the author nominee added. So let me see when is the release date. I hope they didn't change. Okay, yeah, it's still set for June 30th, 2023. So like they said, it's almost complete, and hopefully, yeah, they still got a year to go. We don't want them to rush it too much. All right, but as far as the first look of the film, it looks absolutely amazing. Looks awesome, and we can't wait for to hear more. Hopefully, we get a trailer soon by then. But it looks awesome as it is. But now let's get into the Star Wars news. Now I'm gonna read off the upcoming Star Wars projects that's gonna be coming up soon. Some of these projects was announced during the celebration event. So I'm gonna go by. All right, here we go. Now, we already know the Obi-Wan Kenobi series has been released this week with the 2 premiere episodes. If you guys have not seen it, I recommend you guys look at that. We saw a trailer from the Agador TV series, which is the spinoff of the Rogue One movie. And that's going to be released on August 31st. We got an announcement for the Tales of the Jedi animated TV series. No, don't know too much about that, but I do know that Liam Neeson is going to be returning as a Qui-Gon Jinn, who was the master of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that's going to be released on fall 2022. And the Bad Batch Season 2 is still slated for 2022, but we don't have an actual release date yet. But The Mandalorian Season 3 is not going to be released in December as it normally does, but it's now going to be released on February 2023. That's my birthday year, so that's going to be awesome. The Young Jedi Adventures animated TV series is going to be released on spring 2023. The Akasana series is going to be released in 2023. No real release date on that. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, formerly known as Grandma Remordio TV series, that's going to be released in 2023. And I got some news update on news story on that. And this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Jude Law is heading to the galaxy far, far away. The actor will star in the Star Wars Skeleton Crew, the series that is being developed by Spider-Man trilogy director John Watts and writer Christopher Ford. The writer of the Walt Spider-Man Homecoming, the announcement was made at the Star Wars Celebration, which also saw Walt's series, which was operating codename Guillermo Romero, given the official title Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Thursday's Lucasfilm panel also revealed a few more. The story is set in a New Republic era and tells a group of kids lost in the Star Wars galaxy trying to find their way home. So that's going to be very interesting. And let's get some more updates. The Star Wars Accolade TV series is currently TBA right now. The Lando TV series is still in development. Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie is in development. Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie is still in development. The Book of Boba Fett Season 2 is unknown right now. Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie is unknown right now. The untitled J.D. Dillard and Matt Owen's Star Wars movie is unknown right now. And 3 Star Wars projects have been canceled. The Range of the New Republic TV series has been canceled. And possibly going to be canceled. Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy reported going to be canceled. And David Baconaut and DBC Watch Star Wars movies are apparently going to be canceled as well. So that's all the announcements and upcoming lineup for the upcoming Star Wars movie and TV series. Hopefully we get more announcements soon, and what's going to be coming out soon. But that's all the news that I have for you guys today. But now let's get into the movie review of Top Gun Maverick. So it's been 36 years since the first film came out in 86, and this sequel was directed by Joseph Kosinski. Yeah, he is most famous for the Tron Legacy movie. So this focus on Maverick's return, played by Tom Cruise, return to the United States Navy Strike Force Tactical Instructor Program, known as Top Gun, where he must confront his past as he trained a group of young flight pilots, among them the son of Maverick's deceased best friend, Goose. And I love the direction, the action sequences, the visuals, the emotional weight, and the performances of this film. Now, it wasn't like over the top action like the first one was, but it definitely has still live up to the first one. Let's not get out of the way. Now, the first I would say the first 30 minutes of the movie was real awesome. It was awesome. It definitely got everyone on the boat in this movie to figure out where it's gonna go from there. And I definitely love that part about that movie. And it's also, like I mentioned before, it's a matter of having the originals and the old school actors that was in the first one, including Val Kilmer's character, aka the Iceman, and then having the new school and the new characters in this movie. Even though one of those characters, like I mentioned, the son of Goose, and I like that they still kept that that story driven line that kind of pick up for the first one. I like that they still kept it at that. And other than that, this is a really great film to watch. Like I mentioned before, it's not like over the top as the first one, but it definitely live up to the first one. And other than that, I don't want to spoil too much, but you guys gonna have to see the movie yourself. But at the end of the film, during the credits, they did a special tribute to Tony Scott. As you guys didn't know, who was the director of the first one. And yeah, Tony Scott died way back in 2012. So so I'm glad they did a dedication to him during the credits, which was a very a smooth a tribute. But other than that, this movie definitely gets a A plus for me. Definitely a good movie to watch. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. If you are listening on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment what you think of all the announcement and the topics that was discussed today. Share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell where new episodes and videos are uploaded. And also, if you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to go into the YouTube link in the description below and post your comments there as well. But other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.